What is up, YouTube? Tryhard Gaming here, and today we're going to be unboxing the PlayStation 5. Man, and I just cannot wait. I am so excited to finally get it in. And I feel sorry for the ones who couldn't get it. I know how hard it is to grab one, especially when you're fighting those bots on Walmart.com and all those things. And I know some of you chose to wait it out until the bugs get fixed and things like that, but, you know. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's get started, man. Can you imagine just better graphics on Call of Duty, bigger explosion? Oh, let's just go ahead and get to it, shall we? What in the world? What is this? What is this? We've been duped. We've been bamboozled. We've been robbed. Smirknoff.
That's not even a word, and I agree with you.
Oh. Trash bags? Oh. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh. Here it is. Boy, that was a close one. I really thought I've been duped. So let's go ahead. Let's open up this bad boy, shall we? Let me turn it back upside down. Now, I am kind of worried because, as somebody had pointed out to me, that the PlayStation did not come like with padding on the side of it, so it won't get damaged. So I'm hoping it didn't get damaged, but I know many people have been having trouble with the HDMI, so that's one of the first things we're going to look at, make sure it didn't get damaged. Let's see what happens. Man, look at this. Play like never before. Oh man, a 3D audio technology. I want to get the headset for that. And of course, the stunning games. Okay, come on. Open up now. I'm having so much trouble. Just unboxing. There we go. This is the crazy unboxing I have ever done. Okay guys, I may have unboxed this from the wrong end here. May have done it wrong, but that's all right. We're still going to get it unboxed. And the first thing here we got is the new controller. Oh, this one's one of the ones I'm very excited about because, one, especially being that I'm a streamer, it got the built-in mic into it, so I could just mute my teammates. That way they don't hear me talking to my chat whenever I'm live streaming. So that's one of the biggest things I'm gonna love about this remote control right here. Second biggest thing is for sure to have the feedback as you're pulling the trigger on here. You can feel it, actually feel like you're shooting a gun, and if you got a bow and arrow, it's just going to give you different tensions. And from my understanding, you could set the sensitivity on it from medium to however high sensitivity. That way it makes it even harder, makes it actually feel like you're pulling a bow and arrow or whatever. So let's go ahead, let's continue. USB-C to control the charge the controller with, and and we got the little stand deal here that you can put on here. Little stand, and from my understanding, let's see, you turn this like here till you get to the little screw, and it looks like they should have had a back piece right there. Well, we're gonna worry about that in just a minute. Let's go ahead and continue here. And this is our HDMI cord. Look how big this HDMI is. Look how big and square. I don't think I ever saw one that big and square, but I think this is a HDMI 2.0 if I'm not mistaken. Now let's see if we could get to the main attraction here. Might have been well protected. You got the things up in here, so I think that should. Let's go ahead and take it out. Hold on. Hopefully I don't drop it myself. Let me put this sideways that way. Have a better shot. Come on. That's it. Mercy. Alright. Oh, this is gonna be. Oh, look how big this thing is. Oh my God. This thing is huge. You know, you see it on the videos, but wow. This thing is a monster. Mercy. And they said that they even wanted to make it bigger than this. I can't imagine. Man. Oh, hang on, guys. I think I forgot something too. Now, I had to get the gloves because that's the YouTube way, right? You don't want to get fingerprints on your PlayStation that eventually I'm going to get fingerprints on anyway, right? Man. So let's go ahead and let's take a look a little bit closer at this thing. I see there's 2 USB ports, which is kind of surprising to see on the back of it because normally they put that in the front, but yeah, I guess they decided to do it a little different, but I believe there is USB ports on the front as well. But these are USB, I want to say these are USB 3.0 or 2.0, something like that, because I have one of these on my laptop, so I'm kind of familiar when I see the blue on the inside like that. And of course your standard lane Ethernet cable and HDMI. This was one of the things that people was worried about getting damaged because they would either accidentally drop it and I was kind of worried about that, but seeing as I had protective stuff around the PlayStation, I don't think that's something I'm gonna have to worry about. And of course your plug-in. I think I could take these gloves off now. Anyway, so I decided to go with the CD version. This is something I want you to think about before you buy it if you haven't bought a PlayStation yet. If you got slow internet at your house or you live in a rural area, you can't get fast internet, you may want to consider getting a CD version, which is what I did, because you can download games faster and it won't take all night to download depending on your speed. So if you got slow internet, you may want to consider getting a CD version on top of the fact that it only has 825 gigs, but after all the other software installed, it comes down to about 600 and something gigs, 25 I think it was, or something like that. So you really ain't got a lot of storage yet, which I'm sure they're going to come out with an update so that way we can put it into expanded storage USB drives. Guys, there is one more thing that I do have to cover. Will the PlayStation fit in the Gaems Gaurdian Pro? Yeah, because remember I did, this was my last unboxing that I've done. And you can tell already, I pretty much doubt it. But let's go ahead and try it anyway. And obviously the answer was going to be no. Seriously doubted it. Now let's just try something here, because unless you make some modifications and maybe take this out, you probably could, I think it would fit. And then you got to make sure that the HDMI is going to line up to the back. You got to have room there as well. And of course, let's take a look at the front. We have our USB port, 1 in the front, and of course there's 2 in the back. And we have the USB-C port. And last but not least, we have the eject button for those who have the disc version, and the power button. And of course, where you insert your disc at. Comes with 825 gigs, but of course, by the time you get everything installed, it will come down to, I believe they said 600 and something gigabytes altogether, which is not a lot. So that's another reason I recommend the disc version as well. So that way it doesn't take up a lot of space until they support expanded storage. And as well as, of course, we got 8K, 4K, and I want to say that means 120 frames per second. Don't quote me on that, but I think that might be what it means. I don't know. But nonetheless, you could definitely watch 4K movies now, and as well as HDR, which is pretty awesome if you have a TV that supports HD. So it came with the Spider-Man Miles Morales edition. What does this include? Spider-Man Remastered. Oh, okay. That's a movie, I guess? Is that the movie they're talking about there? Or is that the game? I don't know. And comes with Demon Souls, which I'm probably going to give this away because I'm not into these kind of games, so I'm probably just going to do a giveaway on that. And last but not least, mine came with a second DualSense controller, which is just awesome. I'll be able to play zombies with 2 people. So I am definitely looking forward to that. As well as I'm going to be, usually I use the L1 button to aim or 1 to fire, but of course I'm going to be utilizing the haptic feedback with the R2 and L2 button to aim and fire with. And of course you can adjust the strength of the sensitivity, whether you want strong feedback or weak feedback. I think this would be especially awesome, especially for things like drawing a bow and arrow. You could choose the intensity as you're going down on it like that, and you could really feel the weight of what it would be like to pull a bow and arrow. So that is just awesome. I can't wait to try that. And you got your USB-C port. Looking at the front here, you got your mute and unmute for the mic, which is something that's going to be, I'm going to use a lot, especially when I stream, and your PS button, and of course your 3.5mm headphone jack. You could see, I mean, the size of this controller is big. It's like an Xbox. You could compare it to an Xbox controller. And let's see if we could get a good overall picture of this. Just how big it is compared to the PS4 controller. It's just a lot thicker. I mean, but the way it fills your hands might be a little more satisfying. And I know many might not like that, or it may take some getting used to, but I think we'll overall end up liking it. It might even help us gain a little better. And that will conclude today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, also be sure to like it and subscribe if you want. And I will be doing more videos covering PlayStation bugs, a lot of Call of Duty, and yeah, I shall see you guys on the next video. Peace.